everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. My name is Steve and this would be the RC ERA A61 Airwolf or Red Wolf. Now this tiny heli is available with optical flow. I have optical flow on the bottom, but you can also buy it without optical flow. And the difference in price between the one with optical flow and the one without is about $3. It also has a 6-axis gyro, so it's not going to flip upside down on you accidentally. And it has altitude hold, so when you fly to a certain height, it stays at that height. It also has 1-button takeoff, 1-button landing, and 3 speeds for different wind conditions or the different speeds you wish to fly outside, and it does come with its own remote included in the kit, all for the $50 price range. And this remote to this helicopter has a range of 120 meters, which is about 400 feet, which is pretty decent. You can buy the heli with 2 batteries or 3 batteries, and each battery will give you 10 minutes of flight time. And I should also mention that this heli flies really well indoors and really well outdoors, as long as there's no wind outdoors. If there's wind, it's not going to fly as great. And the final thing to tell you, it weighs next to nothing. It is a way under 249 grams. So check out my full review and the unboxing, then come back to me and I'll tell you a little bit more about this guy. This is going to be the maiden flight of this heli. I have not flown it outdoors, but this will be the first time flying it indoors. A bit dangerous because it could hit the walls, but we're going to give it a shot. So first thing I'm going to do is just turn on the remote. Then I am going to take one of my 2 batteries and I'm going to plunk it in the bottom. As soon as I put it in, this little red light will come on over here. And now, there we go. Red light's on. It wants to calibrate itself. And I just spin the front wheel so that holds everything in place and plop it down on the ground, put the blades out. Now I want to make sure this and this is connected. Let's try the left joystick up and down. This is a solid red light and I think, yep, I can spin the rotors and move them. Okay, so we're good to go. Now there is a takeoff button over here and I'll give it a try. Well, looks like it works. It's going up. Now, what you should notice if you haven't already is that it flies quite well. But the next thing you should notice is that I have all this lighting in my room. You see it on either side, one here and one over there. That is so that the optical flow on the bottom can see the ground. Because if you don't have enough light indoors, it's going to flop all over the place. So I'll put it over the landing pad. I'll take it up a bit. Put it over the landing pad and I'll release the joysticks and there it sits. Now I'm going to try something tricky and fly it around my house. Here we go. Let's bring it up to my head height. Come on up here. There we go. You should see it. And let me just fly it forward. Walking forward. My hat cam should pick this up. Maybe I'll bring it down a little bit. Oh, that's too far down. Got to make sure you see it in the hat cam. So flying it indoors, not an issue, but you got to take it slow because it will drift because the optical flow doesn't work as well when you're moving around in a house that is not lit up. I've got normal lights on in the house, but it's a very dull day, so I wouldn't call it the brightest of days, but you know, it's not really lit up enough for my liking. But anyways, I flew it around the house. It's just to show you, and I'll bring it back and I'll go land it over here. I'm in speed number 1, 2, in case you're wondering. And let me just put over the landing pad, bring it down a little bit. You can land it manually or with that switch. I'm going to land it manually, and landing it manually just means I'm going to pull down the left joystick. So I'll bring it down a little bit more and more. The left joystick, that is. Bringing it down more and more, and I'll get it over the landing pad. I'll straighten it out. And a little bit more, and plunk it down. Hold down the left joystick. It should eventually turn itself off. And let me see, is it going to turn off? I'm coming down to it. Takes a while to turn off. Strange, but at least it flies. Next, let's take it for an outdoor flight. All right, we're outside. We're going to take the Red Wolf for a flight. And if you look at my tree, it's pretty windy here in my backyard. It's even worse in my front yard, but I'm going to try to fly this. Here we go. Heli's down here. I have the remote. We're all connected. I can move the blades nicely. I'm going to put it on speed number 1, and the wind is going to blow it some direction. Here we go. We're going to do a takeoff. I'm doing a manual takeoff. So a manual takeoff, I pulled the joysticks down and out, and now I'm going to lift the left joystick. And I'm going to say right now that speed 1 is not too bad for my backyard so far. So let me bring it over to the other cameras here. I might have to put it in speed 2 pretty quick because it may not like the wind out here. Yeah, I got to put it in speed 2. There's too much wind back here. All right, So if you haven't, if you're not familiar with how speeds work on helis or helis like this, it's basically when you go speed 1, it only banks so much, so it can't really fight the wind. When you go speed 2, it can bank more, so it can go faster in all directions. That's forward, side to side, back, and even up and down. So let's just see how it goes. There's forward. We'll spin it around, come back at me, and we'll whiz right by my head. Try not to hit the bird feeder. Oh, I'm in the sun, blinding myself. Come on, this way. So it's easy for me to fly out here because I've been flying helis and planes and drones for an awfully long time. Man, that sun is blinding me. Doing actually quite well. It's windy out here. Look at it bounce around. I'm going to put it in speed 3. Speed 3 now. Oh yeah, lots of control back here in speed 3. Let's see if I can get it to do circles right around my backyard here. Yeah, I can get it to yaw. Both directions. So all in all, really good. I'm kind of impressed since it's running on that little wimpy battery. The sun is blinding me again. I can't see squat. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it back in speed 1. Oh, I shouldn't have did that. No, speed 1, crashing the bird feeder. I got to land it. Hang on. I got to land it. It's getting too windy out here. Let's just pop it down over here. All right, going down for a land. Here, let's hit the land button. There we go. So she lands, and as I come over with my hat cam, it powers down the motor. All right, so I'm kind of impressed. Due to the wind in my backyard, it did well in speed 1, 2, and 3. I think speed 2 was the best for the wind in the backyard. Now I'm gonna do something insane and take it in my front yard where it's super windy. I'll have to fly it in speed 3 out there. Let's go try it. Okay, we're out in the front yard. You can see a lot of wind. The trees are moving a little bit crazy. Yeah, this is going to be nuts. Look at the tree across the street. It's pretty windy out here. But this would be a good test to see how well this little guy flies in the wind. All right, push the battery in. Power's on. I have the red light down there, and turn on my remote. Oh, it's so cold out here. Put it in speed 3. Here we go. I might lose this because it's going to go a little crazy, but here we go. The wind's going to push it. Okay, speed 3, trying to control it in the wind. Oh, it's all over the place. Whoa! Let's see if I can get it to go down the street. No, come on, you can do it, you can do it. I've got it in speed 3. I can barely get it to fly out here because of the wind, but look at this, it is flying. The wind's got it. No, the wind just toasted it. It can't fly in the wind. It definitely cannot fly in the wind. One more try, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna try to get it to go this way down the street. No, it's going backwards. The wind just blows it. It's just gone. It's gone. So there you go. On a super windy day, do not fly this outdoors. And just to show you there's no damage to the heli, it is pretty durable. I'm gonna fly between two houses here where there's utterly no wind. Put it back on speed 1, and let's take it up. There we go. So now she can fly normally. Yes, I know. It's all happy to be flying normally. Oh, stay away from that house. No wind back here, so you can fly it perfectly well with the optical flow. All right, let's bring it down and land it over here. Where's my land button? There it is. Here we have the box the A61 heli arrives in. First item in the box would be the user manual. The heli arrives fully assembled and ready to fly. A red status light is located on the tail, and the optical flow is located under the belly. Tail wings are included, and when you attach them, it looks like this. They fit on the tail boom. The tail rotor is attached to a brush motor, and the main rotor is also attached to a brush motor. The battery is removed by first unlocking the front wheel, and then pulling the battery straight out. The included battery is a 1-cell battery, and it will give you a maximum of 10 minutes of flight time. You charge the battery by plugging a USB-C cable in here, and a USB-C cable is included. Accessories include 1 spare tail rotor, 2 spare blades, and some tools. The included radio is designed for beginners, that's why the joysticks sit in the center. The radio is powered by 4 AA batteries, and those batteries are not included. Total weight of the heli with a battery is only 57 grams. All right, you're back to me, and a few more things I want to tell you about this. Well, I guess I should tell you the positives with negatives. The first positive is for $50 US, when it's on sale, which it is right now, this is a steal of a deal for this and 2 batteries. Second positive, super easy to fly. Anybody can fly this, even if you're a total beginner. Just move the joysticks and it will fly in the direction you move it to, or up and down. It's very easy to fly. And the bonus with this is that the more you fly it, the more practice you get, hand-eye coordination, for flying a drone or flying a heli with a lot more power. Oh, and I should also mention I crashed this many times. It's very durable. It still works. There's very little on it to break. And now for some negatives, because everybody wants to know if I have negatives. Well, for $50, you're going to get brushed motors. They're not brushless. They're brushed motors. But that's about it for negatives. Everything else is positive. So I'm going to put links to this product below, as well as a discount code. If this is on sale, do not type in my discount code at checkout. Only type in my discount code at checkout if it's not on sale. That way, this will give you the sale price. And if you have any questions on this product, post your questions below and I'll get back to you. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and I'll catch you in a future video review with some cool products. Until then, I say bye.